Happy Monday! Happy Motorsport Monday. I hope everyone out there, I don't care what it takes. Voodoo dolls of Englehart, like just whatever you can do. We need the assistance today. It's going to be very important. We are going to go for maximum strategy, so of course we're going to get our Ferrari headsets on. Excellent stuff. And I want to give a shout out to a Belf Knight who just contributed to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund for some extra Go Juice. That's right. We're going to use some cask strength whiskey in the fuel tanks today, just to give it some extra oomph. So thank you very much for that, Belf Knight. And let's look at what we can do. Yeah, I have cycled the pit crew, but we're going to take another look at it here. Thank you very much, Banana Cabana. And yeah, a lot of people are bringing up the Port Royale series. I think the vibe, the tone of it is a really good fit. I think it scratches a lot of the itches that people have with like Sid Meier's Pirates and things. So yeah, we might just continue that. I have to see what my schedule is going to look like for the next week or two, because things are still pretty cray over here. But there's a good chance that'll happen. If I disappear for a bit, it's not because I'm sneaking an illegal part or two onto Ingledew's car. Yeah, the important thing, though, kid, is that they get caught with it. If they just get the illegal parts and then don't get caught, that would be pretty bad, because that would give them an edge. Okay, let's recap over here. Yeah, none of our drivers can win the Drivers' Championship, which is too bad. Monty could come in second, though. She could beat Englehart, potentially. So there's still some hope there. But yeah, first place is locked down, mathematically locked down by Partanen. No, that's not actually true. If Partanen, because the most you can get in a race, a single driver could get 12 points. If they came in first, qualified first, and got fastest lap, they could get 12 points. So Englehart could still pass Partanen, but Partanen gets no points or something like that. We'll see. We'll see. Team Kirov really bank on the Partanen. I know, right? I know. Fabian, thank you very much. Something to buy some turtle shells on the sly. Nice, that's what we need. We need some red turtle shells, maybe a blue turtle shell. We'll see. Okay, let's address a few things. First of all, yeah, we are going to look at the pit crew. Let's look at things sort of from left to right over here. Is the final race of the season here in the Asia Pacific Super Cup. We are 3 points behind in the team standings right over here. We're 3 points behind 2 teams. That's part of the difficulty here. We actually have to pass 2 teams, which interesting. We have more wins than they do. We have 3 wins. They only have 1 and 2 each. But they've been much more consistent overall. So if we get 4 points more than they do in this race, we win from both of them. We win this league, and then we get promoted to the final series, which would be kind of phenomenal. There's a bunch of different combinations of results that can lead to that. For example, if we have one driver come in first, that's 8 points, and then our rivals come in something like third, fourth, that's 7 points total, we would still come out ahead. Now this ignores the 2 points for P1 and quali, and 2 points for fastest lap. We've never gotten a fastest lap. It's quite difficult for us to do that, but we'll see. Maybe, I don't know. I think the most important thing is to compete for places, obviously. And then if for some reason we can't get into the points, then we will have to try to YOLO some sort of fastest lap. If nothing else, to try to deny it from someone else. So we'll see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I guess if the wins are a tiebreaker, that might be true. I guess wins are a tiebreaker, in which case, like if we draw with one of them, with these guys, then we should win the league. We will see what we can do. So that's our situation over there. In terms of driving, as addressed here, Monty currently third in the driver standings, could come in second. Winning the league is not really possible. Technically possible, because again, we could get a total of 12 points, come out at 39. If Partanen doesn't get any, then Monty would win the driver standings, but that's pretty difficult. Max isn't in there. What's interesting, comparing the 2 drivers, Monty has better performance in every single category other than qualifying. Max, for whatever reason, has been the superior qualifier this season, and it's not what I would have expected, because one of Max's big strengths, for example, is his overtaking, which isn't something that comes into play in qualifying. Although I think a big part of it is just his smoothness. Like, he's got good stats overall, other than smoothness, so in racing, he has a hard time because his tires get chewed up and he tends to have to do a whole extra pit stop over Monty. So he doesn't really have that problem in quali. So our best bet at maybe coming P1 in quali might be to put all of our best parts on Max. On the other hand, our best chance at maybe winning the race might be to put all our best parts on Monty. If we split the difference, is that the best way that we can get the most number of points total? I don't know! You don't know. We got some more whiskey and chocolate coming in. We got Name Moose just now. He says, do you have the right sponsors? Think Vamoose is good. I think we still have Vamoose running. And we do need to pick a new sponsor as well. The sponsors should present themselves relatively soon. Chris, thank you very much as well for the contribution to Whiskey and Chocolate Fun. Started working from home, so we'll finally be able to enjoy all your amazing streams. Love all the work you do and appreciate your content. Also, have you decided if you'll be running Port Royale 4 series yet? Super enjoyed the content. Tons of people are talking about it, which definitely dramatically ups the chance that there will be some continued Port Royale. It's certainly a hell of a lot of fun to play, so we'll see what we can do. You're 99% sure first lap heroes bugged? It's possible. I don't know. It could just be having some bad luck. What is that? Oh, dad jokes! A Bale Vala. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. Hey, I finally got myself Stellaris thanks to your Let's Play and content. Oh, awesome. Unfortunately, I can't play CK3 in my Mac. Ooh, and one important question. Do you know what grinds my gears? Clutch failure. But I'm happy you got Stellaris. Oh man, what a good game. It's been too long since I played Stellaris, and I'm actually thinking of maybe doing a playthrough on the Star Trek mod. We will see. Alright, so that's the home screen dealt with. The player screen, there's nothing for us to really worry about over here. That's going to be okay. Mail, nothing for us to deal with. Car-wise, okay, we're currently fixing the car. Now, in this upcoming race, the things that are most important, top speed, we do have a spec engine, so we can't do anything about that. Acceleration, we have spec gearbox. We can't do anything about that. High-speed corners is crucial. But in terms of our parts here, our rear wing, currently, we'd have to be able to build and deploy a reliable rear wing with more than 711 points of performance to make it worthwhile. So not really. We do have an illegal rear wing here, but I don't think it's worth doing it, especially it is medium risk. If it was low, it might almost be worth considering the risk, because if we get caught, yeah, we lose the part for next year, which would suck. But, you know, who cares? Because we either have to win huge or nothing actually matters this race. So I'd considered it, but I don't think that would be okay. We could probably get the reliability in there before the race, but I don't think it's the way to go. So as such, I don't think there's another part we can kind of sneak in here that will make much of a difference. There's nothing like that far out of whack of what we could sort of do. I mean, I guess these are under 600, and we've got potentially up to 700 with illegal parts on the suspension. Although I would be very surprised if something there was viable. I mean, we could spend a bunch of money with like a risk -1, throw in the medium speed corners. What are we looking at? 9 days. That's not a lot for the reliability. I mean, then what we could do is flip things around and put a no condition loss, and then go back and put some other illegal part in it. I mean, something like this. But I mean, we're not getting to anything useful. I don't think there's any way for us to sneak a part in here. In hindsight, I almost wish like maybe we could have gotten something else snuck in here, but I'm not sure what there would be. So that's that. We're gonna leave the HQ for now. That's gonna be fine. Our driver situation is okay. Max Porter, I do not believe will be renewing his contract here. He's got good stats other than the smoothness. I don't think he's as strong as he could be. I mean, the fact that Rhea, who's currently still only at 3 stars of performance, is consistently outperforming him, I think is a sign. We're definitely, well, we're going to have Rhea for next season no matter what, because she's still on contract, and she just gets stronger and stronger. There's still a lot of holes over there, but she's got, you know, nearly 2 more stars worth of strength and stats that she's going to be developing. So I think we are going to keep her next season, but it would be really nice to pick up a replacement for Max Porter. We're not going to go shopping before the race, though, because not really any point to it right now, so we'll see. Staff-wise, yeah, I mean, we might want to make some adjustments over there, but it is what it is. Okay, let's talk about pit crew. I did take a look at this before the stream. I hired I think I actually hired 2 new people and did a bit of a shuffle, although you can see that very few of these pit crew actually have full stamina. Szymanski and Purchase are the other one at full stamina. Although most people are pretty okay. They have 0% base mistake chance except for Curran. And Curran's got the 18 tires, 16 refueling. And there's really, even if you look here, most of the pit crew, I hate that this doesn't scroll properly. It scrolls up sometimes, maybe, and then not, I don't know. Lodtar is the only one who has good stamina, full stamina, and he's terrible at this. There's not really something else. Dunn over here does have the 18, but only a 13 refueling. So it predicts a lower time here, and I think they both have the base. I guess Dunn has the base 0% chance of mistake. It might be better to go Dunn. Now, I mean, this is theoretically faster, so we'll go with that. We'll see how it goes. High stamina, few crew. Done for purchase? For purchase? That's not terrible. Because I don't care about the fixing stat at all. You're right. This would be slightly better. What have we felt about Betsa? Well, to get a better tire, it would have to be Caglio, who's only an 81, or Kurgard, who's an 86. I don't think that's a winning play. I think this is possibly as good as we can get. Dunn is slightly higher on refueling than fixing, but it would still be a downgrade. Swap Beza with Curran. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Good eye. Good eye. Okay. So we still got some scouting happening. Finances, there's no button for us to hit over here. We did ask for additional funds earlier. Yes, we did. Sponsors, we got to advance before that fills in. I think that's it. I think all we have to do now is wait until Phoenix, and there's really nothing else going on. I'm going to just do a little save here now that we've adjusted the pit crew, just in case, because I don't have to work my way through that again. All right, continue. So that's car repairs done. So we could adjust this, but we're not really doing anything. We're improving the performance on a couple of parts over here, which will carry over for next season some more, but that's pretty much it. Okay. Sponsors are starting to come in, but I'm going to wait until the full 3 are available. Scouting reports. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, Phoenix Circuit. And it's the full freaking, like, oval, so not very exciting to see. Yeah, I know the factory's idle. Full set of sponsors are available. Cupcakes. Whiskey good. Right. The target, effectively can think of the target as the same for everything. Trans-Antarctic is interesting, because we actually are about to race in the United States. So the bonus would be quad for that race if we can get it. It's only second and above. It's a longer deal, and the upfront payment is lower. In a sense, the whiskey is probably the best one. It's $1 million upfront, only for 5 races, and it's freaking whiskey. This could be a lot more money if we do get that second above, which of course we're hoping for, but it's not like it's like, oh, I wasn't following my get second place or above strategy before, but now I will. Like, obviously we're already trying for that, and it's, you know, first is a lot harder than second. I'm not paying attention to the bonus. I would pick the Ishikawa malt whiskey because it's $1 million up front, and I'd be ignoring the bonus. It's $1 million up front. Trans-Antarctic is interesting because it's a bigger bonus payment, especially in the United States, and it's slightly easier to get with the second and above. But I kind of feel like we have to always go whiskey. It's kind of on brand, you know? I think that's what it's going to come down to. I'm actually really interested in maybe having tried the more YOLO-y Trans-Antarctic, but it's malt whiskey. We have to go for it. It's just in the rules, you guys. Done. All right, so we got our sponsor. That's good. I think we can keep advancing until it's time to go to Phoenix. I know, the 4 times. It could have been so much money, and we are... The thing is, here's the deal. If I come in second in Phoenix, especially if we get enough points to actually get promoted, I won't care that we missed out on the quad bonus. Like, at all. Like, no, it's fine. I'm still going to be okay. All right, more mail. Ooh, track practice. $1 million to make Max Porter or Tondala export. If this was Tondala we're going to, I would do it for this race because it's so important. I'm going to say no, however, because we are not going to be renewing his contract for next year unless we completely fail to find someone new. So we are going to say this and not spend the money. All right, time to go to Phoenix. Oh, man. Is Phoenix near Tucson? Contract's running down. I know. Got it. Thank you for the note. My heart's pounding. All right. So it is a 43-lap race. More laps is probably better for us because it lets us, you know, maybe squeeze out a little bit of advantage, a little bit more here or there. The problem is it is going to be bone dry and it's a boring track. So, I mean, hopefully we can use some superior strategizing to get through things. We will see. Low tire wear, medium fuel burn. That to me says, especially with soft and medium tires, this might be a one-stopper for everyone. And if that's the case, if Max can somehow one-stop, this will be crazy because he's going to just crush things. But yeah, bonus-wise, I mean, it's much easier for us to get the 7th and above bonus. The last 3 results over here, we can see 11th. Oh, that's qualifying. Sorry, 3rd, 1st. I mean, you know, let's just give it the Moose. I mean, obviously no reason to go with Ishikawa. The Moose is just as much. Let's go for the Moose. All right, part fitting. So how do we feel about it? Do we want to go all in on one driver versus the other part-wise? We need to maximize points overall. So, you know, one driver finishing first while the other one finishes, you know, out of the points is not necessarily better than 2 drivers finishing the points. On the other hand, by putting our all on one driver, and here's the chance that we can get pole position for 2 bonus points, and that maybe we can get a fastest lap. And if we want to maximize our chance of getting pole position, I would say it has to be Max Porter. He's the person who's been qualifying best for us overall. Max is less good in the race because he's often having to pit 1 extra time, but he has been doing better in quali. Honestly, we've been getting some pretty good outcomes with our configuration as is, obviously, right? Some pretty good placements we just saw. What was it, 3-1-1? With the parts as is. Give Rhea the best stuff? I mean, Rhea probably has the best chance of winning the race. I mean, the parts aren't that different from one another anyway. Not getting pole, Monty one stop's probably your best chance. I mean, that's probably true. You know what? I think I like it. Because I'm betting Rhea does definitely one stop this race. So if we give her the better parts, it maximizes our chance. I mean, he's going to be unhappy. He's going to lose morale, I think, after the race, though. So hopefully it's not the end of the world. It's not double point for the final race. Yeah, as long as his morale doesn't affect him this race, but I think it will affect him after the race, then this is not going to matter for us. I think we do this. I think we throw Rhea all in on this. Has Rhea won a race? I'm pretty sure she has. I think she's got... Isn't she the one with like 3 wins? 2 wins. She has 2 wins. Max has 1. All right, we're gonna do this. I don't know. I'm going to go all in on someone because there's so few points paying places. All right, 43 laps. Let's go. Now, because we put it on Rhea, it makes it that much less likely that we do get pole in qualifying, which we have gotten, I think, once this season. I think 1 time this season we got pole in qualifying. All right, we're off to America. Phoenix, of course, well known to be both part of the Pacific and the Asia. What we really have to do is hope for some crashes. So, our rivals in this race are both Team Kirov and Team McNeil. They both have exactly the same number of points. They're both 3 points ahead of us. So we have to beat both teams. So that's 4 drivers we're concerned with. On Team Kirov, there's Partanen and Sevilla. On Team McNeil, it's Engelhart and Ruiz. So those are the ones. If anyone wants to go out and break some kneecaps, like, go for it. Let's take a look at weight stripping. Part of me is like, can we go even more aggressive on weight stripping? I don't know. I think it's come awfully close. Like, part of me, oops, that should be here. Part of me is wondering, like, could we go down to 65 on this part? I don't know. That might be a little too aggressive. I think it is. I think, oh, actually, what I wanted to say is, okay. So Rhea is probably going to have her mechanic boost that increases her refueling speed. Unless we practice just for tire and race trim, she will probably use the faster refueling thing. So as a result, her pit stop's not that long. But Max is not going to have that. He's going to have to refuel at least the one time. I was actually debating, like, we could strip, and on Max he gets, oh shit, she's got the double part now. I was thinking about this was a couple of days ago. Max has the part that gets double weight stripping. I was going to say, what if we strip his front weight down to like 60%, and assuming we'll just do a replacement when he comes to refuel, because he'll be stopped long enough to do that. That's not going to be the case on Rhea. I think I may have lost a little, like, cool little trick here. I should have kept this on Max because he can't refuel quickly. Unless we just practice completely on race trim and sacrifice quality. I don't know. We'll do with this for now. That's gonna be okay. Car setup wise, I actually went and like, oh, I'll look up some setups and things for this race, you know, because it's so much more important. And I was like, what? Why would I do that? This is my favorite part of the game. No. Obviously, we have to play this mini game because it is my favorite part of it. What's the downforce situation? We don't really know where the downforce is going to be. I think what I'll do is I will lower her downforce because we know we're going to go left from there. So at least we'll have that kind of information. And I just want to keep these on the edge of their green areas because that's actually going to tell us a lot over here as well. So the speed balance for Rhea is almost certainly going to be near the left side of this green bit, and for Max it'll be near the right side of this green bit because there'll be some overlap there. So that's what we're hunting for, something kind of like that. And for handling, yeah, this is okay for them. And for downforce, so the downforce solution for both drivers is going to be somewhere sort of in here and in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the opposite here with Max. I'm going to add a little more downforce so we know to move to the right. Let me go and do something like that. Okay, so let's talk tires. What was it, 43 laps? Does anyone remember? And again, on this screen, you can't access it, right? We've, like, looked before. I don't think on this screen you can get to it. I think it was 43 laps. Okay, good. So, all right, yeah. There's not much hope here. So with there's obviously no one stopper. Max could probably two-stop, but he's gonna have to not be too aggressive on his tires. He can two-stop on mediums. It's probably going to be fine. He's not gonna have to do conservy things. If he does get the 14 laps, so 2 of them, that's 28, a third stop, that's 42. So he needs to push it on a lot. The nice thing with the mediums is their clip's only 5%. I mean, they're still at lower performance band, but Max will be able to take advantage of most of the tire here. So we two-stop and do 3 stints on mediums, or we throw in probably 2 stints on softs and still do 2 on mediums. I gotta assume the two-stop is going to be a lot faster. And let me check here with Rhea. She's also going to have to two-stop. Damn it. I really should put the better parts on Max. Now, she might be able to do, like, you know, 1 soft stint and then 2 mediums. If she does this on 17, that's 34. Yeah, she could do a single stint on softs and then 2 stints on mediums. The temp, it's not scorching hot. and it's a little cloudy, which will help keep the temperatures manageable. These are harder tires as well. But I think it's hot enough that we don't have to worry about the tires being too cold. If we're not pushing the tires, I think they're still going to have plenty of heat. Yeah, I think it's going to be soft, medium, medium is likely going to be the situation. But I'm wondering if we practice on mediums. Obviously, that means we won't be able to get a stronger tire performance for qualifying. But it will make our race substantially better. We could even plan on maybe doing something like race trim medium tire knowledge for the race. But Max is definitely going to want his faster tire change tech. And if Ria's 2 stopping, she's definitely going to want her faster refueling tech. So really, they've only got room for either race trim or the tire trim. So I'm wondering if we can do quali trim on medium tires and mix Max that knowledge? Theo, we will try to save 2 sets of softs for him for the race, because there's a possibility we might do 2 stints on softs. Well, anyway, we're going to go ahead and quali with this. Or practice with this. The only question is if we're doing our practice in race trim or quali trim. I think it's quali trim. I think we'll practice on the mediums. We'll do it in quali trim. So that way at least we will have the quali modifier for the qualification, and then we'll have the medium knowledge for the race along with something from their mechanic. I think we'll do that. Now, we could also just do something like get 1 level of quali knowledge and then flip to race knowledge. But we're not going to... If we're practicing in the mediums, and that is what we're going to do... yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, you've come in already. I think I missed it with Max, but oh well, he'll have a little bit more knowledge, I guess. Forgot there's such short laps. Alright, well that's pretty bad right now. We need to make a pretty big move on downforce here. Handling as well needs to be stiffened pretty considerably. And we'll do something like this. In fact, I kind of feel like maybe something a little bit more like that. Alright, let's see what you can do. I'm surprised how far out of whack, because it felt like the overlap in the green was so small. Alright, you're good, so we don't want to go too far. Do something like that. Handling needs to be stiffened up considerably. I'm going to go this way with the speed balance. There we go. All right, Monty, that's looking a lot better. I'd love it if her form was stronger, because we're going to need every ounce of everything we can do here. With this, so we're okay, we're good over there. It's great here. What I'm going to do is just going to give 1 notch this way. And then what I really want to do is I want to leave her out for knowledge as much as possible. Let's have her do this. His speed balance is still way out of whack. It was good. I was wondering about that. It was good, it became poor. So he actually needs a speed balance right here on the rightmost edge. Let me tweak his handling ever so slightly. It was good, it's great. Let's just bring it down low a little more and see what this does. Let me just send you out for a little singleton over here. So Max, I'm going to bring you in right away. Alright, that's not too shabby. And yeah, we don't need any race trim. We got the 98% over here. I might as well see about, like... Alright, if I just do a little something like this. Can we find a 99? If not, we still have the 98 to go with. So I'm going to keep it on quality trim because we don't need race trim knowledge. Send out. And then they can just stay out for as long as they possibly can. Just to maximize the knowledge. We don't need race trim. Balevala, because we're gonna use the tire trim. And oh shit. That's okay, that's actually really good information. So the handling needs to do something like that. It's interesting that it's the same value, even though that got so much worse. If we end up at 95, it's not too shabby. I'm betting we end up at 96 at least with just this little tweak. I'm going to send her right back out just in quali trim. We might be able to get to level 3 quali. I don't think the modes here matter for the knowledge information you get, but maybe it affects the quali trim. No, because the quali and the tire knowledge going up the same. I don't think the strategy makes any difference whatsoever for our timings. Oh, shit, you just came in. Do we have more time? I think I sent you out for a single one. Yeah, you're still at 98. Let me just do this. I don't know if there's more time. Oh, no, 2 minutes. That's going to be okay. Squeeze out an extra lap. I guess we might squeeze out a little more time. There's still fuel limited. In fact, we're going to burn through more of that. Oh, there you go. Look at Monty. Out of gas. Coming in here, though. Here, we'll get her fueled up for the full thing, and then just go out. Oh, we're number 3 everything. I could have just brought her in. It makes no difference. Well, shit. There we go. It might have been cool if I could have gotten maybe 1 level of softs. I'm not sure we would have been able to squeeze in a level of softs, but it doesn't matter. Okay. This is one of our first race, if not the first race all season, that we did get to level 3 trim. Or knowledge, which is really good. Did we actually have... We had the best practice times as well. On mediums versus softs. Let's hope that translates to quali time. Alright, so Max, you'll do this. We're not going to race you in medium tires. So, it doesn't matter. Quali trim, fuel economy, I don't think gets factored into anything over here, but let's do it. No, because fuel's not even used in this race. 98%, and we're going to be on the soft tires. 97%, that's okay, and we'll be on the soft tires, absolutely. I'm not going to do any more stripping. Well, go out now while there's no traffic. And then we'll delay until the end for maximum grip. Auto. Auto. Alright. I'm so nervous. I mean, greens and purples don't really matter. She already lost the purple over there. Partanen doing really good. Partanen out-quallying us. Damn it. Hamilton can out-qually us all day long. That's going to be fine. It's Partanen, Sevilla, Engelhart, and Ruiz. Is it 42 seconds? It's so crazy short. So we're really going to go out like late as possible here. 11th and 15th right now. That is really disappointing. No weird weather. Ruiz first. I mean, right now it hardly matters who's first. Well, I guess, yeah. We want someone who's not one of the 4 rivals to get the 2 points for pole. I mean, obviously, the best would be if it was us. It's whiskey and chocolate. I know, I hate the waiting every time, too, because I figured it'll just go too long, and I'll miss it. We got whiskey and chocolate. Hold on. Okay. Come on. Overheating on the brake temps. The problem is we just don't have great brakes. We're going to get dual overheating over there on Max. All right, come on. All right, let's improve. We got this. Monty, PB Sector 1. Personal best Sector 2. I mean, there's more grip, so that kind of makes sense. No purples, though. PB over here as well. Monty improved her time, but not her position. Porter improved considerably. Unfortunately, Ruiz, who's on McNeil Racing Team, one of the two teams we need to beat, came in pole, so they got the bonus 2 points. We'd have liked if Deotz, if Martin, you know, if 14 other people, 16 if you include us, we would have been happy if they've gotten pole. So that's going to make it that much harder. Yeah, now we need 6 points to win. Well, actually, 5 points will do it because we should win on tiebreakers. Okay, we got some whiskey and chocolate. Who is that? Lingonberry Clan! Hey, Lingonberry. I couldn't fit my USB cord to the computer, so I turned it around to the USA side. Medium tire. Fast tire changes. Medium tire. Fast refueling. Maria is going to start on the softs. All right. With Porter, we kind of... First stint could be 14 laps. I suppose it could even be 13 laps, the first stint. If we can assume we can get 15 laps out of his last 2 stints, that'll bring up to 30. So if we get 13 with the first one, that's going to be okay. Let's fuel him for 14 laps. Let's fuel him for 14 laps. So 14 times 1.3 is 18.2. I'll round it up. We might decide to keep him out longer. It feels fairly unlikely. $18.2. I mean, no. Let's do it. Okay. One of the things is engine is important on this track. It's crucial, which means it's likely going to decay faster. We're going to use red engine mode for the first stint. Then what we might do is use orange engine mode for the second stint, and then evaluate what we've got left. Worst case scenario, we end up with a little more quality in our engine left at the end, but I think that's sort of going to be the plan. 14 times 3. Yeah, we'll push Porter to 15 here. So it'll be 2 stints. I think he can do the 15. They'll be pretty low, but I think it's going to be fine. The thing is, yeah, we don't want to be conservative, but because of the cliff, because of the mediums, the cliff's at 5%, we can go, we should be able to get the 15 laps out of this. I suppose 2 times 14 and 1 lap at 15 would do it as well, right? So I think there's a few possibilities for us. The lap times are so short, like, pitting is going to be so punishing. And have to do so much overtaking afterwards. Okay, with Monty, it's going to be... This should be fine. She could probably do at least the 16 twice. It's 32, so she only needs to do 11 on the softs. In practice, she can probably do something like 17. But yeah, if what did I say? 16 twice. So as long as she does 11 on the softs, we're laughing. Even if she does 10 on the softs, we should be okay. But let's assume 11, which is 14.3 laps of fuel. What I'm actually tempted with her is I might go and just put in 14 laps worth of fuel instead of 14.3. And it just means she runs 1 lap on yellow instead of red, or 3 laps on orange instead of red. And that will work out. I don't know. No, let's round it up. This way, for sure, she can run the entire first stint on red, and there's no sort of weird calculations. This theoretically should be faster. Yeah. And yeah, we're going to give her the softs to start with so that she has the best chance of overtaking early on while it's packed tight. I don't think... okay, hold on. The alternative, though, is if we go medium, medium, soft, that might give her the best opportunity to get a fastest lap near the end. The problem is we have never been able to get a fastest lap, and it feels fairly unlikely that we will. I think it's best this way. Give her more overtake chances. Like, don't plan for fastest lap, which is so RNG, and instead plan for, let's make up some grid position. Yeah, I think this is better. I think this is much stronger. Yeah, she needs a soft to gain track position. Yeah, I think that's probably the way we want to go. Hey, Monkey Biz, thank you very much. Thanks for the distraction, as I've been pulling my hair out trying to recover/remake all my desktop shortcuts after a recent BIOS update made them magically start working. Ah, damn it! Yeah, that's frustrating. You get your computer just right. We might have gotten fastest lap once when we were lucky with the rain. That is possibly true. We are going to start everyone on double red, but yeah, Max is going to have to drop tire modes really, really quickly. All right. Max in 7th, Monty in 16th. Not a blistering start by Max, but some of the people near him got a slower start, and actually, he's able to gain some positions early on if he can jockey around. Who's that in 4th? Martson. Now, Engelhart is where? So, Ingledew is someone that we need to beat. Seville is another one we need to beat, and Engelhart's another need to beat. The only problem in our equation right now, the only current threat is Ruiz, who's already got 2 points for starting in P1. We really have to hope that Ruiz doesn't score much else. And if so, oh, Porter, come on, get through there. There we go, back in 5th, and around the outside, not quite. Just ran out of grip over there somewhere along the way. Oh, there we go, there's 4th place. Can you close in on 3rd? You are. I'm going to keep you in double red for now. 3rd place for Max. And closing in on 2nd. Well, we want to beat Ingledew, but Ingledew's not currently in the points. That's why I'm a little less concerned. Okay, we're going to have to drop his driving style down to neutral now. Wow, some people preserve on... Oh, is that Ruiz in 2nd place? Hang on. 0.4. 0.3. 0.1. Alright, now drop down to neutral. Oop. I'm really worried that we're going to chew through his tires too much. But we have to get track position here. Oh my god, it looks like we're making contact. Get past, go! And actually, who's this? Kenjiro's trying to get through. Okay, there we go. Let's drop to neutral now. And over here, I think we have to drop this down to neutral as well. Monty's at 9th. Actually, Monty's on 5th now. Lundqvist with fastest lap. We might get passing in here. Unfortunately, that's the most we could do. I don't feel like we've got more budget for Max. He's going to have to fight with what he's got. And fighting he is. Fighting he is. Yeah, I'm hoping this doesn't turn into a 3-stop strategy with Max. Monty's up to 6th. She does have all the best parts, so that's going to help some. Yeah, Porter's giving up some more space over here. I think he's out of his topmost performance band on his mediums. Don't worry about the fuel. And we had planned, we were double redding both of them on their engine modes. Everyone's on the same strategy right now. Lundqvist just, like, keeps purpling over and over. Well, Monty, yeah, I guess we didn't even need to use team orders. She's still on the softs, admittedly. Porter just keeps falling further and further behind. Now I'm really upset that I invested a little bit more of his tire early here. In fact, I'm going to put you to conserve for a sec. Since you're not keeping track position, it's going to be that much more important that you don't 3-stop. Because you appear not to be quite fast enough here. For who? Oh, for Laston. Yeah, always. We are already planning. In fact, I'm planning possibly the middle stint going on orange, and then going back to red for the final one, so that we've got, a really good sense of what the situation is. We will see. Monty up into 5th place. She might lose a little. She's about to hit her lowest performance band here. Now, I'd want to do 11 laps, ideally, on these yellows. The temp's still going up. I'm going to go conserve for a bit. Hope we can get there. Although I said 10 would be okay. Need to fuel save this stint? Hang on. We'll do some math as she comes through here. No, she doesn't have to fuel save this stint. That's sick. We only need to do 2 more laps. We got fuck tons of fuel. What are you talking about? Dynalon? We're planning on like 2 more laps for her. I'm going to put her back into neutral here. So on the softs, it's a 10% cliff. We got enough laps fuel left for 3 more now. We might go to lap 12, which I think will still be okay. Oh. There you go. Let me do this and try to talk a little louder. Did we just go through the start finish? We've got enough fuel for 2 more laps on this engine mode, and I think the tires are going to work out exactly right for that. I think that's going to work out beautifully for Monty here. She's in the lower performance band on the softs, but that's going to be okay. And this should line her up nicely for 2 good stints on mediums. Oh yeah, changed our minds. We discussed that, sorry, with the fuel. About doing 2 laps on orange. But then I was like, you know what, I'll put in the extra one in case, and I'm happy I did. So that's looking really good for me, So she is going to come in on the next one. We are going to go on to mediums. And for the mediums, we're hoping for two at least 16s. 17 might be possible here. We're going to fuel her for 17 laps of fuel. And you know what? I will keep this one on high engine mode for now. So we'll fuel her for 22 laps of fuel. Oh, no free fuel up? Cancel for a sec. Let me drop her down to orange for a scooch. We're going to try to save her 1 lap of... just try to get her a bit of a decimal in there so that she gets 1 lap of fuel for free. There we go. And how much had I said? 22 laps. There we go. That'll round up to 22. And actually, I can put her back in red engine mode now. It's going to be okay. She'll have enough to spare. Save 3 seconds? No, go for it. Complaining about low fuel, but it'll get there. Maybe I'll leave it on orange. Max is right behind. So, here's the thing. Right now, point-wise... Oh, fuck, McNeil's getting 10 points right now. Boom. Just as about we're hitting cliff. That's going to be great. So we're going to do that. Leave that on yellow. Max is looking right. He can do... he'll probably be doing 2 more laps like this. And yeah, the timing will work out wonderfully. Alright, good pit. Ariza's out ahead. Still. You can... How many laps do we have to get out of this? We do have to get more. Yeah, we're hoping for 2 laps of 15. Which could be... If we do another lap right now, it's going to make us that much easier. Yeah. Yeah, dropping him on orange, he'll get 2 laps. And I think that's going to be much, much stronger. I think it said medium fuel burn, low tire wear. Cliff on the medium is at 5%, so we're okay. I mean, we're obviously in the lowest performance band, but we're all right. And I can, right about here, probably switch to that. Okay, Let's plan our pit. So we're going to go for mediums. We're hoping for 15 laps. So that's 19.5. And yeah, maybe I will read it. So we'll make sure he's got the full 20. Okay, again, let me cancel out of this. Let me run on orange for this lap so that we get the free rounding. Almost pitting the wrong person. All right, oh shit! That's what I was doing. I was completely doing the wrong person the whole time. This should be fine though now with Max because he's going to come in now. He will come in with the spare fuel. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I kept clicking the wrong person. There we go. He'll get a roundup. It's going to be okay. So I'd said 20 laps worth of fuel. So if we do this, keep him on yellow, he should get the roundup. It should be all right. Pit strategy, yeah, we're definitely going to want to go fast. Nothing to repair over here. Done, done, done. Okay. Pitting now. We're going to have him come out that way. Monty up to 12th. Let's give her oomph to help her get by right over here as quickly as possible. Come on, Monty. The problem is I can't. There it goes. Go back to neutral. Stretch that tire. We're actually behind Team Kirov right now. Hopefully we did get all the free roundups. I think we're okay. Monty is closing in on the person in front of her, but the spacing is huge. Well, we don't really care about Mikhailovic and Lundqvist, I suppose. So we're 4 seconds behind Ruiz, who we at least have to beat. And really, Porter just lost another place here. She is gaining. Porter's performance is a little disappointing here. And I think everyone's going to be able to manage just a two-stop. I don't think we're going to get a pit stop advantage at all, which is killing us. Orange in all caps? Why are we oranging in all caps? Engine durability is fine. We had lots left of the thing. We're going to be able to finish this stint just fine. It's just the third stint will probably orange engine mode. Monty. All right, up into fourth. We need Ruiz to have an accident. Max, this is why we're throwing you off the team, buddy. You're just not delivering. Not delivering. Okay, Mikhailovic finally pitting. Or if Ruiz had illegal parts, that would be very handy. Yep. We need the scrutineering to be at the max. I really can't push his tires too much. He doesn't have a lot to spare. I mean, neither one of the drivers do. In terms of tire management, Ruiz actually has a little bit more tire left. We're not currently gaining. 20th place getting lapped. There's going to be a lot more of that. Englehart's way down in 19th place. That's good, because Englehart is he's on Team McNeil. So him not getting points is actually really helpful. All the points right now are coming from Ruiz. Why does she have 10 points? Team McNeil is Englehart Ruiz. I thought it was 8 for a win, 2 for fastest lap. She's in second place right now. Second place with P1. She doesn't have fastest lap. Unless she took... Did she take it back? Maybe she took it back. I know they've got 2 points for quali. Second place earns 6 points. 2 points for quali equals 8. Why is it saying plus 10? They must have gotten fastest lap. Did anyone see that? Because Lundqvist, I saw Lundqvist get it 2 in a row. Did anyone actually see Ruiz get the fastest lap? I mean, that must have been what happened, but I didn't actually see it. Yes, I know they've got pole. And I know they're worth 2 points. The question wasn't a math question. It was a question of, did she get fastest lap? All right. So that's really frustrating because, like, we don't have more tire. We don't have more pace. We're not closing in. 4.7. No, it's about the same. You can get your place back. If I'd caught that earlier, it would have been nice, but no. You got to go back to preserving. Yeah, 5.1, we're not gaining. 7.4, what happened all of a sudden? Oh, because Lundqvist is pitting. Okay. Third place, Kanjiro. We're not really... I mean, we need the points, but I also need the tires. I don't think I can go to a higher mode. Right now, the fuel's feeling mostly okay for what we've got left. This is looking okay here, too. So, 1, 2, 3, 3.9. Yeah, she can do 3 more laps on the fuel and then have a little bit to spare. And I don't think she'll have a tire to spare. So I think that's, you know, we're just going to go until her tire goes, and that's when we'll pit her. Meanwhile, your tire's in worse shape, so, I mean, we're not going to mess with anything there. That's still fine. Is there a place in here to see who's got the fastest lap currently? Yeah. And yeah, it's plus 12 right now because they're up in first. I don't want to get slowed down by this person who's coming in for the pits. That would be annoying. So we can do 2 more laps. I think we can do 2 more laps, and that's going to be fine. But, I mean, do we need to? Yeah, actually we do. Click on Ruiz, it'll tell you. They pit a little faster than I did. Click on Ruiz, it'll tell us. Data sent to live timing. Okay, maybe. Yeah, that is interesting that they pitted first. Are they really going to use this medium tire to the end? Oh shit, that condition dropped real fast all of a sudden. Real fast all of a sudden, on mostly on Monty's car. That's not ideal. 5%. Okay, you can do another lap. In fact, I'm going to bring you down to medium. That's really low all of a sudden. We got 17 laps remaining. Can we even run the rest on orange? I mean, why not, right? We got to give it a go. So we need to do 17 more laps. Let's assume we're going to run on orange the whole time. So that's only a 1.1 modifier. I mean, it's go big or go home, right? 18.7 laps. What I'm going to do actually is I'm only going to put in... well, if I put in 18 laps, then that would be 7 fewer laps on orange. I guess we put in 19 laps. Oh, how long to fix the engine? Way too goddamn long. 17 seconds. Like, we can't do that. I think we have to YOLO everything. We have to be on fast, and we have to do this. Because if we don't, you know, like, crush this pit stop and melt the engine until the last moment, we probably have no chance of winning the tournament. Like, we'd end up, we could go safer and probably end up with maybe more points overall, but not in a position to win. It's 16 laps remaining. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, after the pit stop, you're right. 17.6, which means 18 laps total, and we can run orange for the rest of it. And tire choice, that feels good. Yeah, okay. I think we're good here. And this is really what she's going to finish the race on, is this mode. Max Porter drops. Come on, good stop, no mistakes. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Good. Max in third. He can do 2 more laps on this fuel. Maybe only 1 more lap on the tire, we'll see. So Monty out in 8th. Lots of people ahead are going to have to pit again. Ruiz is probably going to try to go to the end on this, but we're right behind Ruiz on tires that are, what, 1 lap? 2 laps younger? I'm going to pit Max this lap because he's going to hit probably the cliff on these tires. He's going to have 15 laps remaining, which, I mean, we'll definitely push them there, but we'll see. So with 15, he's also going to finish, I think, on just orange. His engine's not quite as dire, but it's still low. 16.5. I'll put in 17 laps worth of fuel. We might be able to do a couple on red. Fastest lap with Porter. That would be interesting. I don't think he doesn't have the capacity though. He just doesn't have it. We don't have it in us to do a fastest lap. There goes Monty. Monty's half speed or half time or double speed, I guess, refueling is actually insanely good as a mechanical perk. All right, 5th and 12th. Ruiz in 3rd. Kanji has fastest lap. That's really good. Kanjuro stealing fastest lap. That's big, big time. Bigly. Bigly. And we're still, you know, behind now. But we have less to make up for, especially if Ruiz doesn't get the 2 points. Mikhailovic or Lundqvist getting 2 points is okay. We need Monty to go up, and really we still need Porter to maybe end up in the points. The problem is I don't think I've got any more dials for them. I don't think I've got more, like, we're just maxed out here. Kanji's on worn softs. He got his fastest lap, which is great, but he is still going to have to pit. We don't have to worry about overtaking him. The problem is the 7.7 second gap to Ruiz. Ruiz may end up having to pit before the end. In fact, I kind of sort of don't see how she doesn't. I think it's a she. I don't think Ruiz can make it to the end. Not without just nursing the tires, and that's not what Ruiz is doing right now. Sylvander's just going to like burn past us, but they've got to pit again as well, and actually, they're on super engine modes. Them passing us is not an issue as long as they don't slow us down. We're not actually racing them. They're effectively far behind us. I can't do anything. Partan passed you well. Partanen's not in the points. I mean, neither are you, but I guess that's the way it's going to have to be. This is still going to be super tight. Yeah, Ruiz will either hit the cliff or just have to pit again. Both our characters are definitely, our drivers are definitely going to the end on this. Is it possible we squeezed out a winning strategy in the end? I was really worried everyone was effectively just going to two-stop, and, you know, we weren't going to find a gap to advance here. But maybe we managed things slightly better. I mean, check engine. Shit. I mean, Porter's going to be okay. If Ruiz... Okay, if we assume Ruiz isn't going to make it to the end, all we have to do is finish to the end. I'm actually wondering... I'm wondering if it... I think chat... Well, chat mostly wants us to risk it. That's a lot of laps to do. I think I actually have to go yellow. And it might be fine. If I've read the situation at the top correctly, we might not actually have to go that fast, because we just might win it with pit strategy. Porter can keep going on orange until the end. That's going to be fine. But I don't think Monty can, which means we did overfuel her, unfortunately. We'll take a look. There's a lot of RNG into the degrading stuff. It's possible we'll get near the end and she'll still be at 28%. It's possible, at which point we can orange or even red her engine at that point. We will see. Monty in third, behind Ruiz, who is putting in good amount of time. We're closing in now, which is interesting. Not pushing our engines anymore. Man, it would have been a good race to have high form for. It would have been a real good race. Max is actually in a tight battle over here. I'm going to just temporarily give you a little extra. Just for, like, this stretch and into the corner. There we go. Let's pull back and pull back. We'll give him a chance. A little clean air. Ruiz is definitely in the lowest performance band of the mediums, which is doing okay right now. But yeah, they don't make it to the end. They definitely pit again. They'll probably come out on softs, which might give them a chance to get a fastest lap again. I would love to attack with all the fuel. And you're managing the engine well there, Monty, but I don't think we've got the the button to go for it. The best thing would be if Ruiz just crashed out. But I guess driving it around in a big old circle isn't all that challenging. Not with the space between the vehicles that are here. Sylvander taking fastest lap. That's okay. In fact, that might just make it that much harder for one of the people who matter to get fastest lap. Since we're not really competing for it. Because here's the... Okay, Lindquist is putting now. Ruiz is definitely going to pit. So Luis might pit for softs. Oh, use softs. If Luis might pit for softs and then try to go for a fastest lap, which would be a little annoying. Hopefully it's not going to be the case. Porter up in 9th, Monty in 2nd, and I think another fastest lap for someone that isn't a problem for me, which is great. I'm sorry, Porter, I don't have any more buttons to hit for you. Ruiz is now pitting. How many laps you've got? We might be okay. 3 seconds behind us in Mikhailovic. Okay, I'm going to go to high engine mode. Yes, I know it's plus 2 points. Max is never going to get fastest lap. And right now, if we push him like crazy, he's not going to be able to finish the race. He'll have to pit again. And we're not going to go fastest lap on mediums. By this, what we're hoping is that there might be a few other pits in here, and Porter might be able to sneak into the points somewhere along the way. Right now, if the race ended right now, we would win the league. Ruiz is out on slightly used softs. Because I think they're out of fresh softs. This is their best bet. This is better than some mediums at this point. Engine warning light is on. Oh, fucking drop down to 15% all of a sudden. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Mikhailovic might be able to pass us here because we obviously can't push anything else. Now that would be 2 points less for us, which would still put us in a position. There's nothing else for us to do here. Yeah, I know your tires are fairly worn, but that's the way it's going to have to be. Your engine's going to be fine until the end. My hands are so... Okay, that's not great. Sevilla is part of McNeil Racing Group. I would have preferred Team... I guess it doesn't matter. So McNeil's now got the points from that. And here's the problem. If we get passed by Lundqvist here, we lose 2 points. We will no longer be winning. But what can I do? Maybe we can push our tires. Oh, he's just blowing past us like nothing. There's still a bit of a chance, though, because he's hitting his lowest performance band on the softs, which is much worse than the lowest performance band on the mediums. Can't red her engine. Well, it is last lap. Well, no, 2 laps. Because right now, we don't win. So, I mean, there's no reason not to go for it at this point. All right, we're back in there. Yeah, he's just hit his lowest performance band. As long we're gonna hit the cliff soon on our tires. We might have this. Max, you have no tire left. You're gonna be okay. This is your last lap as well. I mean, you're hitting the cliff now. What am I gonna do? I guess don't pop your tire, but he's not getting any points anyway. Oh, fucking Monty! Oh no! 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 That much! If we hadn't redded... Illegal parts. Come on, illegal parts. Come on, illegal parts. It wasn't Lundqvist either, but it doesn't matter. We needed the points from first. We weren't competing with the people in first or third. We just needed the points. Yeah, the pass was easy enough. But the thing is, it's an RNG tick when it happens. The exact same thing might have happened even if we hadn't gone on red. In fact, it's very likely that would have been the case. We needed someone on McNeil not to get fastest lap in that last lap. Yeah, it did go from 15% to 0 real fast. When you're in the red, so actually, as far as I can tell, there's no performance difference once your engine is in the red or any part is in the red. It's just once they're in the red, they degrade twice as quickly. But we did get some really bad RNG ticks right at the end. No penalties. Wait. Oh no, it is still. Whiskey and chocolate. So it is not Kirov, so they're splitting. Wait a minute. Okay. McNeil got 5 points. We got 8. We had a 3-point... Oh, no. We only got 6. That's why we needed 8. If we had won, we would have had it because we would have tied. And we had more wins overall. In fact, that would have been another win. No, we didn't do it. Because we only made 1 point on McNeil. And we needed to make 3 points on McNeil. We're 2 points short. McNeil's going to win. We'll have beat Kirov. Because we got 4 points more than Kirov. The other Kirov driver's way down here. Rhea did get second overall in the championship. But so did we. We lost it. We lost it in the last few meters of the race. The last few meters of the race. Crash the desktop. No, we're gonna keep going. I mean, we could retry. Like, it's actually one, probably if we ran this race twice, we probably would win on one of them, but why would we do that? All right, what is whiskey and chocolate? We got no one here's what it appears. Oh, I missed that 10 minutes ago. Yes, I was a little bit busy. Sorry about that. Going around and around and around. Time for some whiskey and chocolate to relieve the monotony. And now it's going to benefit. Yeah, we need to get some chocolate and some whiskey down here. Banana says, oh my god, that was the most intense oval I've ever seen. Rip. I mean, everyone's going to be so happy because we crushed all expectations. We could have been promoted this season. Damn. Team Kirov winning the driver and the team championship. Oh, wait. No, McNeil won the... Yeah, sorry. That was wrong screen. So they did split the championship, I guess. Top 10 streaming moments I've ever seen. That was super dramatic and exciting. Yeah, the salt is real. Kevin Berry, thank you very much for the bits. I just thought this game was silly in concept, scene, action, damn. Yeah, it's this and like a Football Manager. It's like they're surprisingly intense as you go. Sure, we'll say that we might want them. I don't know if we will, but this makes it easier to negotiate. Pit blunder hands Camila Ruiz's win. Oh, did they have a pit problem? They had a pit problem. I'm not sure that would have made the difference in the end, but...
It's whiskey and chocolate.
So, we need a new driver. We've literally scouted everyone. We've got some favorites pinned down. We need to replace Max. The problem is Zoe Sharp doesn't want to join us. Ruiz should be poached. Would be interesting to consider. Yes. I will give you all my money. And like, yeah, it's not enough. Coconut Gun, thank you very much. Long-time lurker, that was an incredible finish. Shame I'm missing first, but you can't argue with the drama. Just excited as watching the final as a real-life F1. Hell, it's better! Because you never know who's going to win these races. Although I guess Lewis didn't win on yesterday. So sorted by ability, if we look at people in our actual league. So Ruiz is in fact the highest rated driver in the Asia Pacific Super Cup. Five drivers and mechanics more stars than them. Interesting. No marketability. So this is often the issue, right? What's more important? We need marketability so we can get high quality sponsors. But sometimes we might want to get someone just on pure stats. Reserve. She has a reserve contract. In Camila's defense, so does Monty. Also has a reserve contract. And she's not interested anyway. Okay. So, hey, this Martin guy, he's pretty good, isn't he? He's only got 1 month left on his contract. He's got low morale. He's not interested. That would be pretty funny. How about Sevilla? 73% marketability, decent stats. They want to get promoted. That is the problem. It's so hard to find people willing to join you. Maybe what I'll do is I'll wait until January. Anyone whose contract doesn't get re-signed will they'll expire in January, and we might be able to pick up just a free agent. That might be better. Should be a filter for willing to join. That would be really nice. Because obviously you can get the information. Okay, Partanen. That's interesting. Obviously fantastic stats. We'd have to pay a ton to break the contract, though. So that's no good. I mean, it might be worthwhile, but... break contract is a little high. Here's $1 million with Hong Liao. 90% marketability. Wonder Kid, lots of this. About to run dry. Not interested right now. Here's what I'm going to propose. I propose we wait until January 1st. Or... when does the... I guess it's not January 1st. If it expires in 1 month, maybe it's going to be... like June 1st in this league? Yeah, no, we would like Partanen, but they're not willing. Oh, no, they are interested. 3.7 million. You are a paid driver. 100% marketability. It might be worth spending the 3.8 million to pick up Partanen. We get a tremendous amount of smoothness. He won't improve anymore, but neither will Max. Max is capped out. You want to win, employ a Finn? Probably want even more than this. And you want a short contract? That's kind of annoying because we'll have to Oh, then you're fine if you pay it all? You don't mind who pays this? Yeah, I guess one season is really all we need. Overtaking is trash. Yeah, but Max is really good overtaking. It turns out it doesn't actually do that much. Yeah, he's not good enough for the Worlds, but we can hang on to him to maybe win this season. Let's throw in an offer and just see what it does. All right, let's advance for more contracts to expire. And then we'll take another look at that point. Receive private money, 25 million. Don't mind if I do. We're going to invest in a sick chassis for next season and then try to save up, hopefully, a lot of money for the new league. Weight stripping has been banned. McNeil has been promoted. Oh, yeah, we don't need to mess with this right now. Oh, I was misreading the date. I forgot that this is a European format. That's what was confusing me about some of this. Wow. Yeah, I don't know why people don't just put everything in ISO standard, year, month, day. Because the problem with the other one is you're just flipping a coin. Like, okay, what format is this right now? Unless you can tell, it's like unless one of the numbers is bigger than a 12. We're gonna spend a fair bit. I don't know if this one's worthwhile. I like the better tire wear versus the heating. I mean, if we go YOLO here. Yeah, I don't think the heating is very impressive. Do we spend 30 million pounds on a chassis? Yeah, all right, Chad agrees. And I think so. We're making sure we win. I'm so disappointed we didn't last time, but we need to get out of here. We need to get out of this league. Max Porter launches a cookbook. Racing themed cookbook. No jokes about the wooden spoon, please. What? What would be called the dishes in a racing themed cookbook? What would the dishes be called? Wooden spoon is last place in F1. Oh. So I don't think we're going to go with this. I mean, we could offer. Just because we offer doesn't mean we actually have to sign. We'll send a proposal anyway. Sponsors are up over here. Oh, Football Manager, yeah. We don't race in the UK in this league. There's a Japanese race, but with 0 over here and... No, Football Manager is going to be great. And yeah, effective salary is lower at the pay driver. That is true. Basically, they come with their own sponsor. Just advance one day. I guess, actually, if his contract just ran out, presumably a bunch of contracts just ran out. There it is. Okay, so it's actually the last day of the year. Actually, sort by ability then, again. And let's find people who are unemployed with high things. So we've got Chica over here. You're interested. You're currently unemployed. You could actually have a full 5 stars of potential. Your pay driver, 70% marketability is pretty good. Easy on the fuel. Isn't too important. Say equal. 1, 2, 3. Cheaper as well. We'll go with cheap, or less, I suppose. You prefer a signing on fee. Not necessarily asking for a crazy one. Isn't very important. Well, I'm still going to do the thing where I offer you a massive bonus for winning. Hotheads, pros and cons. This is who we want. You know what? I'm going to give you another tick there. I'm wondering. I think I am going to go for a 2-year contract here. Because they'll be yellow instead of red. 1 tick down for the bonus? Almost like a Checo Perez. That's funny. Not really marketable. Oh, hello. You're definitely going to be more expensive. Yeah, 34. That's fine. I mean, obviously you're not going to be there forever. But we're only looking, you know, this season and maybe first season of the next league, and that'll be okay. Yeah, I would prefer the other one. But we're going to put in an offer and then, you know, see what people start to respond to. I'm going to uncheck you since your marketability sucks. Enrica again. Pay driver, but shit marketability. Which keeps being the problem with her. And then there's Max Porter. Alright, let's see what happens with these. He accepted that. I'm just going to wait and see. I mean, they won't wait around forever necessarily. But Chica's the one I want, right? Chica agreed. Well, this is the way we go. 70% marketability, pay driver, great stats overall. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't. So this is the button for Tuvo. Okay, just making sure it's the right one. We're gonna sign Chica. And yeah, you're gonna come in and replace one of our dummy drivers over here. Funny thing is, Ria's doing so well. It's only currently 3 stars. Okay. That is a new driver. Uh, 81's too low. 80's too low, and you've got crap stats. Good on tires, not so much on refueling. I like the 99. I don't think there's any reason for you. No. Yeah, okay. The refueling and the fixing's really good, but the tires are so low on Burl. Basically, he'd just be there for the rear jack, and he doesn't have crazy stamina anyway, so he's not in the cards. That is crazy good stamina. Really high tires. Not so good on refueling. Blank might be worth picking up. Let me come back over here. I think there's some contract renewals we're going to have to make here. So I think we definitely want to keep you. And the rear jack and decent stamina, I'll just renew you as well because it resets things. Curran, fantastic on the tires, great stamina. We're going to renew you too. Done, great on the tires. The other 2 roles, not as good, but good stamina. And you can provide backup rear jack, so I think it's going to be right. Batesa, 97, front jack of 20, and heck, you can even back up on the tires. For sure, we keep you. Nunez, 99, and perfect tires and things. Yes, obviously, for sure. Lodter, I think, is one of the ones we were probably not going to keep around. Good stamina, but you can't tires, and you're very mediocre at the jack. So I think I'm going to fire you now, just to clean up our thing, and I don't have to upset. Well, as long as I don't renew you, it's going to be fine. You'll go away at some point. That's going to be okay. Hanasaka, 87 is not fantastic, and we've got better positions. I'm not going to renew you either. Purchase, yeah, you've gone. No. $96 isn't bad, but if you had higher refuel, maybe. But no, I'm not going to renew Roderick. Bono, my tires are dead. Also not very impressive. I do need backups, that's true. But we're going to renew. Great secondary jack person. Tire fixing isn't bad. For early season, having the fixing boost could be nice. I think it's a great secondary rear jack. We'll renew Carpenter. Cagliano. Yeah. Unfortunately, the refueling's pretty low, but the tire status is so good, and the rear jack is going to be good as well. We'll renew you. Kidguard here. Yeah, 16, 16, 16 rear jack. Great stamina. Neville, for sure. We will also renew you. All right, so I think we renewed everyone who's currently at work and a few spares. Not maybe enough to do the full pack of backups, but we'll just keep trying to renew. Yeah, we could fire the people, but I'm going to keep them right now, so we might cycle them for the first couple of races still, while we're still hiring more backups. So we'll just keep them around for now so that we have the ability to cycle people for at least the first couple of races while we're still hoping to kit out our stable, if at all possible. Okay. Cars being designed. Oh, hire Blank? Yeah, probably you're right. Yeah, we'll hire Blank. Oh, and then we're full. Oh, sorry. So I will have to fire someone. No worries. How about we just fire Roderick right now? Just arbitrarily. Sure. Okay. I think we can advance. Oh, let me do a save here for the new season. Season 7, Race 0. fine. Oh, yeah, and we would like higher fixing for the first race, because it's probably going to come up. We'll bring in blank, actually, for the first race. It's gonna be perfect there. There might be some other things we could do as well. Pretty good on the refueling. Neville, though, yeah, Neville would be a stronger choice over there. It's not a bad crew. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm going to spend the money to get +1 improvability. We're going all in on this. I'm not building more HQ buildings this season, probably. Well, actually, there might be room for that. It's pretty expensive, though. Possible retirements. I'll just retract this offer. We don't need you. We are going to develop some parts. That's a lot of money, but we'll take the fuel efficiency. A +1 here is actually a pretty big deal. We want to get promoted. Then ideally save some money for the next season. All right, car livery. Let's make some changes. Oh, we have not used this livery yet. I kind of dig it. We want to change our colors. We want to go like more oranges. Double red from Hunty. Red goes faster. Red and orange is not usually a very good combination, although I'm not hating it. It almost looks Canadian. Four was awesome. You like that? I'll go with this. 4 or 7. I think I prefer 4. Okay. 4 it is. Done. We could do some other changes to the sponsor stuff and things, but I think this is okay. All right. Time for pre-season testing. Come on, baby. Come on. Those are not... That's not good. Where's our cars? Where's our car? Engine not delivering full power, so there were some technical issues going on there. Damn it. Targets. I mean, our target is first place. Although, any race we don't win, the chairman will be a little bit upset. We can just accept the target of 2 million, or second here. It's worth almost $4 million less in funding, though. I'm gonna target second here. Man, it is a lot more per race. No, fuck it. We want to end first. Let's not anything other than winning the season we will consider disappointment. So let's just commit to that. All right. First of all, are any of our parts currently purple? No. Well, actually, no. That's not. First of all, the spec parts. But our rear wing at 792, we actually have the best rear wing in the league. Probably the other rear wing's pretty good as well. I'd suggest our weakest thing is probably our front wing, since these are both below 700, and might be the first thing we want to replace. And yeah, we can probably... Our chairman currently is 100%. Yeah, we'll request additional funds. Oh, right, we have to do a race first before we can do that. Brakes? What about the brakes? Well, brakes are both over 700. There's a fairly big disparity between the two. Now, we don't know how everyone else is. If we take a look over here, I guess theoretically we have... Yeah, our brakes are actually worse than the pack. Maybe we should look into doing that first. What I might do here... I'm actually wondering for the first brake, if I literally just give it the bonus reliability, so we can use this set of brakes instantly. This, at base 774, it's going to be better than all our current brakes already. We'll be able to use it basically right away as soon as it's designed. And then we'll make 2 more brakes after that, which are the real ones we're going to compete with. Our lead designer doesn't have great stats, though he does have the, you get 2 components for the price of 1 thing, and the random great component's actually pretty good too. Yeah, I'm going to go with this for the first brake. And 5 days. So it's going to be done 6 days before the first race. I'm betting we can actually use this brake for the first race, which is great to see. What we're going to do is we're going to start improving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to improve one of the brakes. What's critical for the next race? Acceleration, deceleration, low speed corners. So we want the reliability a little bit higher on those. So the front wing and the brakes, and then we'll bring in the new brakes. So I'm not going to improve this one. 7 days after... Now, the front wings can be replaced really easily in a race. Maybe we don't actually prioritize that, despite it being crucial. What we might do is the suspension takes a long time to fix. I mean, engine and gearbox takes the longest. Luckily, both of them start at 80%. We're not going to be pushing red engine mode for the first race because we don't have enough engine reliability for that. But 80% should be fine there. We can probably even orange the entire race perfectly fine. So it's just a question of dodging some of the other repairables. I think I'll do this, and I'm actually going to leave the front wing as is. Because we'll just probably replace the front wing every pit stop or some damn thing. So we've got everyone assigned over here. You're the one with the higher reliability at a 20. We should have at least one part in here. Let me put in, we might replace both brakes. Actually, what I'll do is this rear wing is I'll throw you in so that you're actually getting some freebies. Because you're not going to have to be replaced quite as quickly. So token performance is done. Brake is finished. I'm going to start right away designing another set of brakes. So we're going to do something like this just for pure points. This one will be done, not in time for this race, but that's okay. And then we can start improving the reliability for it afterwards. It can actually be improved to well over 800, closing in at 900 points. Check her hothead thing. Sure. The hothead thing, one of the things is it makes it harder for her to develop a relationship with her mechanic, which is potentially a little bit annoying. But yeah, there's some stat modifiers that's already factored into things. And he gives remarkability as well, which is already factored in. Yeah, designer stats don't matter that much. They help some, but they're not the end-all and be-all. Oh, pause. Do is drop all these, and then the parts that are actually on the car. The front wing is less crazy bad. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that. But, yeah, you're going to use the new brake. Like that. And yeah, we'll get a few points in there. I think that's going to be fine, actually. I don't need to improve the performance of this because this brake isn't going to get used long term, I think. Okay. So there you go. So our part situation is going to look like this. We did get 64% on the brake, which hopefully will be enough for this first race. It's not one of the crucial parts. The front wing it's definitely going to need to be replaced. But we're planning around that. Chica is our better driver. You're right. Well, these two parts are effectively the same. And Chica already thinks her car is better. So, wonderful. Oh, she's got the better rear wing. And the better suspension. Yeah, Chica's legit in the better car. Technically, this one brake is slightly better, but this one has more reliability. I think actually this is the best position for Chica to perform well over here. Braking is crucial, right? So yeah, the low reliability there actually is going to suck some. But it's going to be hard for everyone. What are you going to do? Well, what we are going to do is we're going to put a cut in here. We don't have time for the other race. There's tons of just pre-set up stuff. So team-wise, we've got Baua Esperanza and I think Zappelli Engineering. I think those are the two new teams. I mean, we can look at the mechanics abilities. I'm not going shopping for a new mechanic. Our mechanics aren't too shabby, actually. We got the 20 pit stop there. McCluskey's only got the 15, but he's got other good things going on. I'm fairly pleased with our mechanics, actually. And yeah, the base stats of the designer are not super impressive, but he's got this random great part's actually really nice. This new condition loss I don't really care about, but then there's the get a second part for no additional cost or time is really beautiful. The downside to it is it means, you know, one less component actually giving you stats, but it can save you a lot of money. And this legendary component is interesting if we get to that point. Esprit came down from World. Oh, okay. Cool. Esprit GP is the Demodi. So McCluskey is going to be locked over here. It is going to take a while. Luckily, like, we don't really care about his level 2 thing. His level 1's the one that's important with the faster tire changes. So hopefully they do get back up to this, despite hot-headed, without too much delay, because it's a really, really good perk. Really, really good perk. And yeah, I think I'm fine with this more or less for when we go forward. Our sponsors are in place. We've got money saved up. I don't think enough to building. That's not true. Technically, we could start on another building right away. But we know we're going to be spending a bunch on parts, and we may want to carry over some money into next season. So I might not start another building right away. Overdrive engine for mechanic part. Overdrive is pretty crazy good. But yeah, we haven't had the ability to take that yet. Trophy cabinet, that's from us winning the ERS. That's all. Could you imagine if we had won that race? And we're so close. We're so close. In comparison, the only thing we're lagging behind on is overall our drivers are not considered to be the strongest. Although getting Chica here is helping a lot. She's going to be quite a good driver. Rhea, I mean, even though only sitting at about 3 stars, still did really well. This 20 smoothness is actually really good for her, and she just keeps getting more and more and more points going forward. So hopefully we can keep her on. Hopefully she's not too hard to renew our contract with. I mean, I'm sure she's going to be a lot more expensive because her stats are gotten better, but you know, whether we retain her for another season or not is going to be an interesting question after all this, because we could, if we get promoted, we probably would then have the ability to recruit drivers who are better now, but Rhea is going to be really good going forward. Yeah, we had to sack Max. We did get a better driver. Chica here is so much better than Max. So much better. A huge get. Stats are really, 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 really good. And she's a pay driver, which is sick. Her marketability, I think, is about the same as Max. I can't remember what Max's was. I guess we could go and find him. This is a huge upgrade over Max, without any question whatsoever. And yeah, if we can get Rhea, you know, max her out and see how far we could bring her, it would be pretty exciting, you know, get this Wonder Kid going forward. So we'll see. Ria's part of the team lore now, Keeper. Yeah, we've had a lot of people that were part of the team lore. You guys remember the owlbear? Barvutz? Whatever happened there? I don't know. And yeah, the improved smoothness on Chica. If Max was exactly the same, except he had more smoothness. Even if it, like, take 1 point away from everything and add it to a smoothness, I think Max could have possibly won last season. Instead of being pretty kind of mediocre overall. I think the fact that he was always forced to make that extra pit stop just consistently hurt him time and time again. Found 2 drivers to stick with. It could be. I don't know. All right, folks, that's that. Next live stream is going to be on Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be some more Flight Simulator stuff. We're going to be continuing the air-to-air flight. However, there's probably going to be some more Flight Simulator content coming because I have been dabbling with the people. There's an open source project, a community version of the Airbus 320 Neo, which is one of the default airplanes in Microsoft Flight Simulator. But as is always the case with big airliners, is a lot of times the vanilla version of them. Because big airliners are incredibly complex, so a lot of times the vanilla big airliners and flight simulators are, you know, they're not as detailed as you might like sometimes. And I feel like out of the box, the airliners in Microsoft Flight Simulator are better than the out of the box airliners in, say, X-Plane 11. I mean, nowhere compared to the payware. But they're still lacking some things. So anyway, there's this project, it's called the Fly-by-Wire A32XN project, which is basically just kind of a patch. It's not really a standalone plane. It just takes the actual built-in A320 model and then is going through and like enabling more systems and fixing some systems and things to make it more and more realistic. And it's looking very exciting. There is supposed to be a big patch for Flight Simulator tomorrow, I believe. Which might break everything. So don't necessarily get excited about downloading it today, or download it today, but be ready for it to maybe break tomorrow. But yeah, I'll be looking at that. I've also been playing with the On-Air company, which is like FS Economy, but sort of a little slicker, although it's not free. So expect some content for something like that. Yeah, the Japan World update is going to be a big one, and that's coming out tomorrow. But I mean, it's interesting that they're, you know, fine-tuning a bunch of airports and cities and things in Japan. That's cool, but mostly I'm looking forward to, yes, and what else will be included in the patch in terms of airplane, you know, tweaks and performances and things like that. So anyway, that is it. Folks, I'm sorry we didn't get to the World Series. We weren't expecting it. At the start of last season, we weren't expecting to come close. And we came that close. But we should have a great season this year. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you guys in a couple of days. Bye-bye.